Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus is a third-person top-down style action-adventure platformer released in 2004 by Konami. You know, that company that disrespected the genius of Hideo Kojima?
Snake, there's something I forgot to tell you before.
What?
There were 5 stealth camouflage prototypes in my lab.
Yeah, so?
If you take out the one I'm wearing, that leaves 4.
Hey, this isn't first grade math class.
I thought I'd get one for you. So I went back to the lab and...
Yeah?
The 4 suits were missing.
Yeah, that company. It is the sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which released in 2003. It's just one freaking year difference. It is based on the 2003 TV series, which aired on 4Kids TV, which was formerly known as Foxbox. Which just sounds stupid. I don't know why they named it Foxbox. Don't ask me. It just sounds stupid. The game has a cel-shaded graphics, 4-player gameplay. It includes the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. That I didn't realize. That's courtesy of Wikipedia. As an unlockable bonus, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus is based mostly on the end of the second season of the 2003 animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. The game also has 4 tournaments consisting of waves of enemy attacks. The cinematic cutscenes are adapted from various episodes in the cartoon series, featuring the feudal Japan arc in which the origin of Orochi Saki is discovered. I would love to thank my source, as I stated before, Wikipedia, for that information above. I remember my brother back in Milwaukee loved the Turtles games and had both games on GameCube, and he would play consistently. If you popped open the GameCube disc tray, best believe it was most likely one of the Turtles games. I never got to play, however, and even older, I absolutely love this game. Battle Nexus gives me some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time vibes, and the ability to pick between the 4 turtles, with each serving a different purpose throughout the game, is really dope. Donatello has a super ability that creates this force field around him that fries computer panels so you can proceed forward. Michelangelo I found to be the best fighter in the game. I tried as Donatello and he seems slower, at least when swinging his stick the enemies have an easier time of attacking. You can use block, however, but even as I did, I felt like it wasn't working most of the time. The best way I found to beat the enemies easily is the old Ratchet and Clank stray style attack. Moving out the way and even dashing makes it easy to get behind or attack enemies without being hit, or hit very little at least. The first boss my brother Rocky and I faced was pretty simple. Every area tends to have crates around you that you can bust open for soda or pizza for health, throwing stars, or a crystal that can increase your attack power or defense. We never really found ourselves stuck or felt like we couldn't get past something. And the dinosaurs are by far the biggest pain in the ass. I don't know how much health these things have, but sweet baby Jesus, we couldn't wreck them. For the life of us, we couldn't wreck these stupid dinosaurs. Maybe that's because they didn't have feathers. The camera wasn't overly bad. The camera wasn't overly bad as I was able to see where I was going and wasn't actively battling against it. The platforming can feel a little off, especially on the moving platforms, and jumping to one that is near, only to not be able to make it since you didn't double jump or was too high up, but it made it difficult to tell because the top-down aspect of the game kind of makes it so everything looks like it's even. As a Turtles fan growing up and having all the original playsets and action figures,
once upon a time in the sewer, there were 4 cute little turtles
who suddenly went through this incredible mutation process and became the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And then there was a sweet, charming rock musician
who goes out of control, changes and mutates into Bebop.
Oh my! Look, they've decided to play together. And of course, they all live happily ever after.
Now they
Fun playmates.
this game brought back some great memories. I would definitely go back to finish out Battle Nexus as I had a lot of fun with it, and outside of minor issues with the platforming part of this game, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and that's why I'm giving Battle Nexus a 4.25 out of 5. The platforming and the indestructible dinosaurs are the reason for the minus 0.75. Alright, now I'm going to pass it off to Rocky to give you his thoughts on Battle Nexus.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is an action game that is top-down and was released in 2003. I really didn't know what to expect going into this game, considering I really never played any of the Ninja Turtles games. I know that there were a bunch of exceedingly hard ones back in the day. However, going into this again, I was just kind of expecting a basic combat game. However, there were some mechanics that definitely spiced things up. I like the fact that you can change between characters. However, one complaint I would have to say about that is that some of the characters are far more OP and definitely hit faster, etc., and are easier to use than others, making it so that you just stick to one or two of the, characters rather than using all of the turtles. One way they try to combat this is by giving unique special abilities to each individual turtle, which is definitely good and definitely does force you to stop for a moment and think about what you're doing, especially if you're trying to get to a new area or through a certain area and you're not sure who has the special attack that you may need. The top-down aspect definitely seems to work well here, and it allows for a pretty smooth experience going through and playing as the Ninja Turtles. You really do feel like you're doing some damage, and I like the way that we have certain systems like the Shuriken system, which make it so that you are, other than health, there's a reason to go through and break the different boxes and whatnot to see what you get underneath. The Shurikens absolutely shred certain health of certain enemies, and so it's definitely fun to use once you can get your number up. I do like the differentiation between the different enemies. However, there are some enemies that are just fucking assholes. Fuck those damn dinosaurs and everything that they stand for. They should have feathers, but I mean they're technically mechanical dinosaurs, so it makes sense. However, the problem here is some of them are so exceedingly hard to kill that it makes it that you don't want to engage in the combat at all, and it's just better to run past. I mean, and at times this is a very fair strategy, but it definitely feels like I'm missing out sometimes when there's just certain enemies that I don't want to engage with. The health can definitely be frustrating at times, seeming like there's not much to be found, except for, again, some of the crates that you can break, and generally that can add to the difficulty of the game, but at certain times I felt it just simply a little annoying. The boss battles are pretty decent and play similarly to what I would expect from most boss battles, having various unique aspects to the boss that make it unique. The level design is pretty solid, however, it's pretty bland in some parts. There's not much to explore at times, and most stuff seems pretty straightforward, so there's no real reason to backtrack at all. The platformer aspects were also kind of fine. I think that is a good thing about this game, though, is that there are some aspects that are okay and aren't very innovative, but it combines them in a satisfying way that keeps me engaged and really provides a unique and interesting playthrough each time. And finally, I really do enjoy the fact that they kind of switch between the cartoon and the game that you're playing, giving you the feel that you're playing the in-between of what is actually happening in the cartoon series. It's a really fun way to portray the characters and also move forward a unique story for this game. And for this Ninja Turtles game, I'll have to give it a 3 out of 4 stars. I think there are some parts of it that are a bit bland or lackluster, but for the most part it does most things well enough to keep me intrigued, and it provides a varied set of gameplay with a varied number of enemies that will definitely keep me guessing as I go out and keep me engaged to try to get better as I play through this game. Alright, back on over to Jason.
Thank you, Rocky, and now we want to hear from you. Have you played Battle Nexus? Are you a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Let us know in the comments down below. Also down below, you will find a description where me and my brother Rocky's all over socials are located, as well as a link to our main channel, Smokin Sessions, where we do movie reviews, probably going to review the new Turtles movie coming up, watch-alongs, and all sorts of content that we're sure you'll enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, as well as hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on videos like this from us in the future. Thank you so much for watching and or listening to this video, and we will see you all in the next gaming session.
I stay out of my head to the depths of the universe. It's a spell or a chance just to open up a newer curse.
What's going on here?